Hi Paul, I'm Maire Ni Mhurchu. I'm the chairperson and CEO of the Irish Self Catering Federation based in Ireland, and we represent the industry in Ireland. It was going on before I became the chairperson. In fact, we've been advocating for about 7 years that we should have a registration system in Ireland, and then a government minister decided that instead of being under tourism, we would suddenly become part of the housing solution, and he brought in a system called rent pressure zones 5 years ago. And that started off with places like Dublin City having a lack of short-term rental legally allowed, so they closed them down. And it's now in 50 areas or 50 electoral areas of Ireland. So if you want to go to Dublin or you want to go to Killarney, it's going to be very hard to find short-term rental accommodation, which is crazy because it's the accommodation of choice. Cities like Dublin are not addressing it because at the moment it's actually illegal to have a short-term rental in any area of Dublin City. So if I want to go and stay in Dublin for the weekend with my children, I cannot get a 2-bedroom apartment. It is just not available at the moment. I can stay in a hotel which has apartment available, but not in self-catering as we know it. So we're hoping that the new regulations that will come in Ireland governing registration, which is a simple online form, we are told, will mean that they will remove this draconian legislation that they have in the cities and the built-up areas at the moment. It's so bad that the students in Dublin are protesting because some of the student accommodation has been rented out as short-term rental. That's how little accommodation is available. Okay, so as a member of the European Holiday Homes Federation, the Irish Self Catering Federation felt it was very important to be here because we had a General Assembly meeting before the VITUR started, and then at VITUR we meet all the providers, the suppliers, we meet the industry in general, we get a chance to talk and discuss what's happening in our industry throughout Europe, and Europe is becoming very important for our industry because they're now bringing in legislation as well. I suppose it's easy to say technology, right? So I'm looking at a house there which has a huge amount of technology in it. I don't think I'd be comfortable staying in a house that had that much technology in it when I'm on holidays. However, something like, say, Superhog, which I think is a great innovation because it means that we're dealing with the noisy neighbours in a way which was not being dealt with previously. So it's one thing to have a noise control, but if you actually hit them where it hurts, it's a great way of dealing with it. And I think that is the great thing for the industry if we all come together and we have a trust system built up.